5. It's morning time with a little breathing exercise that my teacher back in 6th grade taught me. It's called even breathing. It's also a yoga technique, but we're just going to breathe in and out the nose. For equal length. Now you may find that your inhale or your exhale wants to be longer. Try and find an even rhythm. You could even watch the time on this video to count your breath. Maybe start with a goal of 5 seconds. Assalamu alaikum. So try this with me for just a minute, even breathing in and out of the nose. Good morning to everybody. Just try and take something under your control this morning. And that is the power of the breath. Good morning, everyone. Right now we're breathing in and out of the nose. For an even count, start with 5 seconds. You could watch the timer on the video. And notice how this makes you feel. We're present here. Just take this time to start your day. Exactly, get in your mind and your body, find your zen, set yourself up for a good morning Briscoe little morning breathing exercise. And out of the nose, discovering new parts of the lungs we may have forgotten about. And the exhale, getting everything out. Good morning, Hannah. I'm sorry you cannot be at Banana Beach right now. It's a sunny day. The one thing you can control in this moment is, 1, whether you're watching this video, and 2, your breath. So continue to just breathe in and out. Set your intention to have a great day, a great week. Today is Monday, and we'll begin. Take this breathing with you anywhere you need it today to find a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of presentness. Remember when things, good night, Dennis. I caught you on the long end of this. But yeah, anytime you're feeling out of control or unfocused, just take this time to find your breath in and out of the nose, the one thing we can control. So find that, find your peace. You're not missing too much surf right now. It's very flat these summer days, and it's been quite windy, so the surf hasn't been ideal. I just want to say happy 150 days of Moroccan state of emergency. We've made it from March to August, and we're here now. We mark 80 days of protest in Portland, Oregon, and things in America continue to bubble and be hot in Chicago. There was someone who was live streaming a burglary of an ATM, so I forgot who would say this, but honor students. Crazy things in Chicago happening. They had the riots and looting last week. They tried to keep things calmer this week by putting some constrictions in. I think they did well, but Portland still comes to protests still 80 days later. This is after the George Floyd incident. But things in Morocco are still, we're at 1,400 cases or so a day, so it's about even with my home state of Illinois now. Illinois has about 13 million people. I think Morocco has 30, so We have 3 times the people here in about even cases. So I think things are still a better situation here. Someone asked about buying property here in Morocco in the chat, and I don't know if anyone could comment on that. From US, I don't know. I don't have money to buy property, so it hasn't really been on my to-do list to investigate the law there. Good morning, Zoe. So I want to welcome everyone to the chat. It's been a boring week in the news. It's kind of just same old, same old. I wish I had some exciting things to share, but the most exciting thing is 150 days of quarantine. So I would have never thought we'd have that. We're at over 100 something videos made on this YouTube channel during quarantine. Back in May or June, I decided to start with week or daily vlogs, and it's been a challenge. Sometimes we're really oh no, in a panic, we need to make a video, and maybe sometimes that shows we're like, you did your laundry for a video, but it's like we needed to do something for a daily vlog that wasn't just like this. We talk into the camera on a live stream. So we're trying to give a little bit of what's going on. Here's some good news. I mean, not good news, but seems like something new. Riots in The Hague and Utrecht, the Netherlands as well, due to the weather though. Everyone getting hot-headed. Yeah, summer is a time that really tries people's temperatures. Talking about summer, it's a great time in Morocco for fruit. I've been eating more fruit since Let's Be. I was inspired to start eating more pomegranates and what else have I eaten? Peaches and melons, and these things are feeling really good. So if you're feeling hot-headed this summer, eat some fruit. It's the time for it. How hot does it get there in the summer? It doesn't get too hot here in the summer. I think high 30s maybe, but most days are very pleasant. I remember when I've looked at the weather in Chicago versus in Agadir in the summer, and Agadir is often cooler than Chicago. Chicago gets really hot, and Agadir just doesn't. If it gets really hot, there's this fog, these clouds that come from the ocean, and you get a nice breeze, and it just kind of blows out. So summertime would be the cloudy time here, and the temperature doesn't range much from the winter. Maybe 10 degrees more, but if it's 18 in the winter or 20 in the winter is a high, it's about 30 here. So it fluctuates, but still very nice. So yeah, 40 Celsius would be the high, and I don't think I've ever seen that. That is a bit too much. Yeah, everything's good today here in Morocco. Andrea's tired, so she's still at home. She wanted to come for the live and help with the weather, but she got out of bed, went to the bathroom, and winded up back on the couch, sleeping, I guess. But she might be coming here a little bit later. Thank you for joining me again on this Monday morning. These live streams could be a little windy, so thank you for coming in to me. I brought you the news I had. It wasn't a very busy week, so I'm taking some questions right now and comments, reading them as they come up. He said riots in The Hague in the Netherlands, usually very peaceful people, I believe, but he said the summer's getting to them. Yeah, 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 75. We're at the same latitude here as St. Augustine, Florida. So northern Florida is about the same latitude as here in Morocco, but I think the way that our coasts face different ways affects the weather patterns. I don't know if I'll live forever in Morocco. If coronavirus goes till I die, then yes, I will live forever in Morocco, but I plan to continue to travel the world. It's one of the big passions of mine is to travel and explore and to learn through that, to hear new music and try new foods. So I'm sure I will always come back to Morocco for the rest of my life, but I want to try living some new places sometimes. I've lived in, people always say, oh, welcome to your second country. Morocco's your second country. I don't want to tell them it's actually my fourth, but it's the one I've been to second longest outside USA. When I was 19, I went to Australia to study, and that was 6 months there when I was in university studying biology. And that's the time that I was like, whoa, there's this whole world out here that you can explore and see what's going on. So I really fell in love with Australia and went back there just 2009 and 2012. I went back for a working holiday to 2013. So Australia I'd consider as my second country. A lot of big milestones in my life. I wouldn't be here surfing in Morocco if it wasn't for Australia. It kind of introduced me to that surfing lifestyle and just this passion of mine. So travel and surfing and different people from around the world getting together. These are things that really were planted in Australia for me. And from that passion to travel brought me to be in Spain for 4 months. And this was my first taste of like El Andalus, right? In 2011, I studied Spanish in Granada, and I didn't know how much it would be like Morocco when I was there. Good morning, Felix. Welcome. Have a seat. I'm just talking about Granada and El Andalus, Morocco being my fourth country, and Spain would be my third. Spain is more expensive than Morocco, but I found it cheaper than Australia. There was tapas culture, something amazing, where you could get a drink and food for a couple euro, and I think that's pretty unheard of for a lot of other European countries, that you could get a nice sandwich and a beer for 2-3 euro, or a plate of fries with meat, or all kinds of things. So Spain was a very pleasant experience, and there was actually my first introduction to Islam, I would say, as well. I took an Islamic studies class when I was there, and I would also meet with a man, Saleh. If anyone knows Saleh, he used to have a tea shop in Granada called La Titeria del Buñuelo. It overlooked the Alhambra, beautiful place, but we used to meet for tea, and I think even dinner one time, and we would talk about Islam, about Spain, about the future. He and I shared the same birthday, December 12th. We were both Sagittariuses, so we got along quite well. We could always talk, and there's always people coming in, and we would talk about everything. That's like my introduction to Islam, I guess. There was talking to this guy, and I went back to Spain in 2018, and I was going to visit him at Teteria Buñuelo. I walked there. I found it by my memory by the river, and I went in, and they said he had sold it and he had moved to Morocco. So Saleh is wandering somewhere around Morocco. I have a good feeling that someday I'll find him through this channel. Now that I'm telling this story, if anyone's seen Saleh, I don't know where he's made his home in Morocco, but very friendly man from Spain. Maybe he's got a tea shop in Morocco, but now I see that this tea place was really influenced by Moroccan lamps, tea culture, food. So I'd love to meet up with Saleh one day. He gave me a little painting when I left. It was a gift, and it said, "El Andalus es un sueño de un niño." So Andalus is the dream of a child. They had a little tree on it, on a hill, and it inspired me to keep dreaming and to keep exploring the world. So Spain was a time in my life that was like, it was my last year of university, and I was searching for the truth, I guess. I was searching for what was really going on in the world, I guess, with myself, and it was a time that was really, I don't want to say life-changing, but yeah, it was a lot of things happen in Spain too. Every trip I take is always, it's always influential. And Briscoe says, seems like I'm still searching. not like I was back then. I think if you think you found it all now, you know, what are you gonna do? But I found a lot more peace than at that time when I was just searching. Eh? So I'm gonna check the comments here. You're going to visit Dakhla and practice kite surfing. I think our plan is to look a little bit. See you, Briscoe. Um, yeah, I think our plan here, longer term, since corona cases are up, I'm thinking a little bit into the future that it might not be another 4 or 5 months until things have calmed down, and at that point we want to have saved some money to do the travel around Morocco, to Dakhla, to the north. And when things have cooled down a bit and we've saved a bit of money, then we could do some traveling. Everyone's always like, oh, do this, do that, but we want to have our, in English we say, ducks in a row before we do this. So once corona cools down, once we save a little bit of money, then we can get that show on the road, traveling to Dakhla, traveling to the north, all around. Do you like Morocco, and what's your name? No, I don't like Morocco. I just have a YouTube channel showcasing all the things I love about it. My name is Kevin, actually, an Irish name. Nia Cool knew that. Let's see what Nia Cool has to say here. Nia Cool says, where'd Nia Cool go? Kevin, do you know that the French President Jacques Chirac ends his days in the area? Yeah, I think I read about that one of the French presidents really enjoyed the area. I just read it in a book, I think, that I found in the Amsmoon Center about South Morocco, about Sousse, Morocco, and I think it said that that president enjoyed his time here. I haven't heard of that president. I guess it was before my time in France, but yeah, I read that, and thanks for the info. A lot of French people really enjoy their elderly years here. It's like I guess there's a French coast, but there's no Florida in France. And like I said, in Morocco, we got that latitude of northern Florida, so I think old people like to rest their bones in some weather that's not so cold, not so humid. I think it feels much better in the Moroccan weather on some old bones. Feels good on the young bones too. I recommend it. I'm gonna sign off here. Just a little morning update. I'm gonna go take my coffee. Thanks for checking in. Today's Mor Acro World News a little crazy. Thank you all for commenting, coming in here. Best wishes for your day. Remember, let's end this actually with a little breathing exercise. Another minute and a half. We started with it. Equal breathing. See how long you could expand that breath. Maybe even get it up to 8 or 10 seconds on an inhale or exhale. And when you do this, try and keep the face soft, as well as your jaw. Relax the eyes. Any tension you have in your hands or your feet. Allow yourself to assume a comfortable posture, sustainable. And continue to watch the clock and breathe evenly. So much out of control in our lives, remembering that this breath is a profound way to alter your brain state, your body state. At any time you're about to undergo a task that needs concentration, just remember to find your focus and your breath. And enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Thank you for tuning in to your Mor Acro World News on this